Momo. Momo. Hi. Hi, baby. How are you? You doing okay? You doing okay? I know. We ended the webcast. It's kind of what I do, I think. It seems to be like the schedule that I'm on is you film the Tuesday webcast, whenever that's going to be. You film that Tuesday webcast, and then when you're done filming the Tuesday webcast, you go ahead and then you film the Fancycast. That week's Fancycast. I think that's a good schedule. I'm starting to kind of internalize that one a little bit more. I tend to do a little bit well when I take things and habituate them. I just turn them into performable habits. I do better with those things. I need structure. I need structure in my life. So that's how that works. And, probably the Thursday webcast, I'll just go ahead and probably film it tomorrow. You know? My mood's going to be different. I'll be wearing different clothes. Weather's going to be different. The cast will be different. I don't mind doing like double cast, but I don't like doing cast. 3 casts in a day, it's just, I can do it. I can. But I feel also that I feel as if my cast powers diminish. Like 2 is kind of, like that's like that sweet spot. If I start getting into that 3rd one, it's like, whoa, just like my cast fuel. I gotta punch it forward. My cast fuel. Hi. We're back over here again. He's like, I thought that I hissed at you. I thought that I already hissed at you. Told you to go away. Mr. Paulo. Mr. Paulo. Hi. Are you okay? You are a very sweet boy. You know that, right? You are. You're very sweet. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Maybe you just don't know how sweet you are. He's like, this is a new environment, and I still have not come to fully accept the notion of people. It's difficult for me. I'm sorry, Derek, you're just going to have to excuse me. You're going to have to excuse me. And Lakai, on the other hand, is just like, hey, what's up? I'm a Tuger. I got half of an ear. My name is Lakai. He really is. Oh. Look at him. Oh, he's cute. He's cute. He's cute. God, you're cute. We talked about that in the webcast. That's the other thing. I don't want to have too many casts right in a row, because then I feel like I start kind of I'm saying too many things. I'm too much in the same headspace, and I gotta kind of wiggle out of it. Give myself a little bit of some buffer time, so that I can be a little bit better with my content. Holy fuck! Again, jeez, just boomer. I'm so far away. You don't have to be such a dick. You just don't. It's unnecessary, and it affects your brother. Hi. Oh my gosh. Hi. It's okay. Hi, Mister. Oh, I know. I'm not trying to take your food away. I promise. I do. I know. Poor little potato just has to. He just doesn't know any other way. He feels like he has to be a lunatic because someone. Hello, all you fancy people. We are fancying it. We're casting. Get your top hats and your monocles, because we are fancy as hell. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Yeah. It's like, you don't think that I don't hear you? You don't think that I don't get it? Jeez. I'm not an idiot. I am not of the variety of dum-dums, or at least I don't think I am. Loud and clear. Got the message. Got the message. Look at these handsome guys. Handsome as all get out. Oh my gosh. Just, they've got that suavicity, that swagger. They bring so much to the table. We need items for the table. What sort of items? Just things. Well, what should we do? Just bring it. Bring it. Bring the items and put them to the table, because they're for the table. Like, how? Okay. Will do. I've got some doilies and a centerpiece. Yes. Yes. I bought a bowl of fruit. Perfect. Put it on the table. I got a paper plate full of jelly beans. That kind of works. Put it on the table. See? We have so many people and they bring so many things to the table. It's very important. It's very important. Hi. Hi, bud. How are you? Handsome, lovely, well-mannered. Yeah, you are. Trying to think of different ways to improve the Patreon experience. Always, you have to understand, because people say try this or try this or try this. It's like those, like I'll hear certain people's ideas and I'm like, I'm not gonna say it's a bad idea, but it's like, is it something that I'm gonna do, or is it something that I want to do? Like, that's also another, you know, is it gonna be something that I'm gonna like kind of continue to do on a semi-regular basis? Hi. Hi. I was kind of wondering if like an audio podcast with me and Heidi, or like me and Rachel, or like all three, or something like that, if that might be something that you'd like. I know people that, oh my gosh, yeah, I figured. It's like, honestly, I can float that idea. Yeah, it's just, and we can just kind of talk about stuff that's going on. We can do QA type stuff, and it's audio, so it's just conversation. That might be something to add. And I'm not saying like, oh, expect this is gonna happen, but it's something I've been thinking about. Something I'm thinking about. That's it. It's just in the realm of conceptualization potential. Because I have to sit there and think like, okay, if you want to add a new thing, if you want to do a new thing, ask yourself, like, are you going to keep up with it? Are you actually going to do it? Are you going to maybe only do it like 3 times and then just say, just like, fuck it, I'm not going to do it. Just like, no one really knew. They didn't really watch it that much anyway, even though I still get so many people like, are you ever going to do another ASMR video for your ASMR channel? And that one is like, yes, I absolutely plan on doing it. Honestly, it just gets to the point I come home for the weekend and this happens, and it's like I'm learning so many different things about myself and about just being on top of things and what people should. Here's the thing. If I want to have any degree of success as a content creator, what I need to have that degree of consistency, and I need to bring things to the table that people are actually going to want to consume. And I have to do it in regular enough increments that people are going to feel as if it is a reliable content experience. It can't just be one of those kind of things where it's just like, you just do whatever you want. Like, no. It's like, and this is for me. It has nothing to do with like, how, like, what do you think? Like, no, if I want to be successful, which I do, okay? For a wide variety of different reasons. And yes, a lot of those reasons, yeah, very personal. It's just, I do. I want to turn this into a thing. Yes, absolutely. And I have for a long time. But I certainly haven't given it the degree of focus and energy that I know that I'm capable of. And it's also like, it's also the thing with being a better manager of time and understanding limitations and then not biting off more than you can chew. I mean, there's all that stuff. So, yeah. And I've talked recently about that, about kind of like, oh, sorry, baby. I'm sorry. I've been walking around just kind of talking in regular tones. I didn't think that I was going to startle you so much. I'm so sorry. Look at her. She's so sweet. She is so sweet. Such a sweetheart. Okay, I'm sorry. I startled you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Wow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ah! Oh, she was waiting. She was waiting. Jeez. Jeez, Louise. Jeez, Louise. Who is Louise, and what did she do that got everyone up in a tizzy? No, but I want to be here's the other thing. I want to be a successful content creator. And there's other things I want to do. I want to branch out and do other stuff. I've got some other things in the thing. But again, it's like there's other projects I'm finishing up. But actually, I'm going to be doing the Boxhead Chowtown filming here relatively soon. I got the other things I'm going to be finishing up. So there's some things I'm so happy and so excited to just be done with, because it means I'm going to be able to focus on other stuff. And actually, in some ways, I think, open up a new chapter of things as far as content is concerned. But it's going to require work, and it's going to require dedication. It's going to require kind of diligence, and I think that I'm more to a place now where that's going to be a thing. I feel like I've gotten some stuff kind of sorted out. I've got some of my more self-destructive patterns of thinking in check. And those were some of the biggest things that were keeping me from, some of the success that I was seeking. And yes, like I said, some of the success is absolutely tied to, like numbers and monetization, and what that does. It's when I say like monetization, and that has more to do with like self-sustainability. It's not so much about like, oh my gosh, I want to go and do nice things and have a glamorous life. Like, no, I want to be able to have like enough capital to ensure like security of operation, to where I don't have to worry about, how the bills are going to get paid. I know how the bills are going to get paid, and I can then focus on making more stuff. Making more content, being more creative, which is, I look at all the different things, so many different things in my life. I've tried so many different other things, how to do them, And like these endeavors, more creative and entertaining endeavors, are on the short list of things that I would believe that I'm just more naturally gifted at, and that I have the ability to like consistently work at and try to get better at. I've sat there and thought like, well, maybe I can try to open up, like I've tried to do certain things, or say like, maybe I can try to open up certain businesses and be more entrepreneurial, or maybe I can look at this other way of doing things, or this other kind of methodology for bettering myself and making money and stuff like that. And then you quickly realize like you don't quite have the skills to do some of those other things. But let's focus on trying to actually, I mean, again, let's focus on this whole content creation thing, because like a lot of people don't realize, like as it stands right now, like I can't quit my jobs. I cannot and then be able to sustain myself and my family off of you know, the totality, the combination of advertising, merchandising, Patreon revenue. Don't get me wrong, it helps. All of it does. It helps, absolutely. And it's building to something. But I am not able to sustain myself yet. And it might be a little bit. I don't know. You never know. Sometimes things, you start to kind of, some things they start to click more, and you start to do more things. So, yeah, it's an interesting kind of thing. And other people, they think, well, and I use these platforms also to try to attract people to then also donate to the facility. And like that can honestly, it understandably can get a little bit complicated in people's heads, you know. And then I also, and it's like I never, and I, again, like especially with this Patreon stuff, I am very upfront about how things are kind of divvied. Is that like I'm trying to use this as a diversified toolkit, part of my diversified toolkit to achieve self-sustainability. And sometimes that even means like, yeah, like making like a little bit, like some decent sums of money, so you have the freedom of choice, and the freedom to be able to go and apply it in good and functional ways. And that goes back to the Maslow's thing, the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And that's also kind of like even like Hindu kind of idea, like you can't help other people, you can't help other things, or you can't enact positive change in the world if you yourself are struggling, if you yourself have issues. So I'm trying to, that's kind of what I'm building towards. I'm not looking to be some barefoot, you know, guy holding a bowl out. Like, would you please try to give? Would you please try to give? Things like, no, I want to provide something of meaning and of value. And I want to make I want to make a legit transaction with people. That's what I'm looking to do. And I'm learning so much about that. I'm learning so much about how to properly do that. How to properly make people get... Because it's different. That is different than just purely acting in, you know, like that kind of altruistic, more kind of nonprofit type world. You have to change your outlook and your approach. Oh my gosh, look at you. Look at you. Look at you. My God, oh 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 my God. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. O-M-A-G. That's pretty amazing. Z, you're something else. Mika, you're something else too. You both are so cute and so adorable. Yes, I do sometimes still go in with them. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Actually, the last time I went in, it was actually, they were being relatively sweet. They actually have calmed down a bit. They're not as crazy, as bitey, and as bitey fighty bitey fighty, as they used to be. Hi, Cassie. Hi, baby. Yeah. What's going on? What is going on? What? You look like you're getting up. I'm walking away. I'm walking away. I've got other cats to film. I've got other things to do and things to see. I can't just sit there and just look at you and wait. Gotta make stuff happen. Oh, you know. But it's funny because it's like when you start to kind of like try to inject a little bit more motivation in your life, and then you also try to inject like more positive kind of work habits, and then you try to do away with some of the different things that are kind of negatively affecting you, and you try not to waste time as much maybe as you used to. You try to be more economic with the time that you have, because moments are valuable. Time is precious. And when you start thinking, and it's like you have goals, then you start listening to other people who are motivated too. It was some people, you know, you get to that crowd, the people on social media, on Instagram, who they talk about the hustle. And then they talk about trying to, like, you know, make things happen and just kind of working towards their goals, and how sometimes other people don't, you know, they don't necessarily... They're not matching the speed, I guess you can say. But I get it. Because a lot of times, a lot of that stuff used to kind of be a turnoff to me. And I used to just be like younger and more cynical and just kind of like, ugh. Like, that's just dumb. Like, what do you think? Like, you know, like that, you just get that, like, I'm too cool kind of attitude. And then also, like, I dealt with, like, different things as far as, oh gosh, different kind of self-esteem kind of things and whatnot, and maybe my viewpoint or my idea, my abilities, or my ability to see into the horizon or possess vision was more limited. It was more limited. So I didn't kind of internalize some of those types of messages as much. But then, you know, you start to try to kind of think of things in a more motivated light. What can I do? And what can I achieve, and what can I accomplish? And then you start kind of working towards making things happen. And those types of things, it's like, they're cliche for a reason, because they do actually kind of help. Yeah. So, like, I look up to different guys, different content creators, who are building brands and building platforms and building kind of information conduits. And they've increased their influence, like, to a tremendous degree. But one of the things about it, though, is that the amount of work and hustle that they have to put into that every single day to make that a thing, like, ooh, it's a lot. Wah, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. And it's stuff that I'm starting to kind of realize, and I'm starting to kind of, I'm getting that, like, all right, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. And then I'm gonna try to start kind of putting a little bit more of that. I'm gonna try to inject a little bit more of that into what I do. And yes, it's on top of, yeah, no, and I know I've talked about things about working hard in the past, and I still have, and I still do, but it's different. There's different types of things, and I mean, yeah, you know, I'm still out here shooting horses, and I mean, I was driving the tractor around, feeding cats with Rachel and stuff like that, helping to mentor, you know, some of our workers, and so it's like there's still that, but it's like you get better at certain things, and then you find the areas in which you can add more. Like life is continuous forward motion, and then you just get good at certain things. They become easier to do. They become quicker for you to do and accomplish certain things and certain tasks. You find more ability to just kind of fit stuff in. I feel like I'm actually spending more time with, like actually spending more meaningful time with Heidi and my kids. And I don't know, it's like I'm becoming just more kind of hyper productive. And it's good, and I feel better. And if I build something for myself and for my family that can, you know, make things a little bit more kind of, give us a little bit more freedom, a little bit more security, then yeah, so be it. And then it all comes back, and it comes back around to helping these guys too. I mean, it's this whole kind of microcosm kind of thing that I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm an experimental model, I guess. I'm trying to kind of do. And actually, a lot of the stuff that I'm even talking about is kind of things that, like, I'm looking towards kind of branching off. Like, I'm actually kind of looking towards building brands that are kind of away. Still related in some ways, like spiritually, to like what we do here, but not here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's kind of what I'm talking about. But anywho, I've been fancying enough for you fine fancy folks. I know that you've got fancy things that you've got to do because you're so fancy, because you hustle. How else could you afford such fancy content? Because you're fancy yourself. You get it. You hustle. You work hard. Anywho, it was fun being fancy with you. Until next time, I'll talk to you later. All right? Bye-bye.